contacts.
Welcome to Operation Stormwagon. Just another retaliation strike. I think it is the 7th or 8th one. We have packed a mixed team, and for the first time we are fielding a Psi operative. On specific request of the audience, we want to look at some of the nice Psi abilities that these gentlemen have.
Hostile forces are attacking the outpost. Eliminate all enemy units and protect those civilians. Advent came in hot, and so did we. You won't have a concealed position for deployment on
So look at that. This whole aura of solace on its own is already pretty nice. We do have Soulfire, which is guaranteed damage even in full cover. We do have Stasis, which is super good against the Sectopod. Insanity, once per mission at Domination, which is the mind control, permanently takes over someone. Fuse as a free action, exploding enemies explosives will be good against the mechs. And we do have a Void Rift plus a shit ton of passive abilities, so yeah. This is as imbalanced as a class can be.
I'm glad to see the Resistance has their new recruits training.
Why is this guy burning?
Of this area.
That's not training, man. He's burning. Why is this civilian burning? It doesn't make any sense.
Moving out.
If we save him right away, we will take one less loss, which we might want to do. And if it's a faceless one, then we can still kill it.
I gotcha. Go.
So yeah, dude, you're lucky, because next round you would have been dead. There are some chrysalids. Still, we are concealed. That's the reason why they haven't engaged upon us so far.
Moving to designated coordinates.
But we can already start to move up here. Because yeah, why not? I wish there would be some high ground. Next potential high ground is behind here. Let's see if this guy is a faceless one. Answers no. We just secured the second one and got ourselves a high cover. If you wonder why I'm so easy peasy running through the map, we still got stasis in case it would be a faceless one. So yeah, it's basically thanks to our Psi operative that you don't need to be very afraid. In fact, the Psi operative is the single most devastating class in the whole game. And if I would go for a perfect run, like with 0 losses, I most certainly would take a Psi operative with me. Even though it is not leveling on normal missions, even though that is not the case, I would still take him. Because it's trivializing some of the situations really. Alright, that's an execution.
Adjusting aim.
Wow, how could he miss? Saruki.
Adjusting aim.
What the fuck?
Position compromised.
How is this even possible? I mean, look at that. It was on this really old house, literally standing on top of the house,
Advent troops spotted.
Good, so we pulled the whole map. Such a pleasure.
We're seeing heavy civilian casualties, Commander. We have to stop this.
Too close to the heat!
Okay. So there's one chrysalid, but let's ignore it for now. Because we do have much more tempting problems at the moment. Namely, a shit ton of enemies behind there.
Seems doable.
Not sure if... Well, Shifter can certainly try to hack it.
Heading there now.
So we could soften them up. Gas bomb is just a little bit too short. That's a shame. And here he's our backup solution, that's for sure. Let us try to start with the more obvious choices here. I want to get rid of the chrysalid, that's for sure. So yeah, that's done. Probably she has no implacable yet. So yeah, she's trapped there. We could haywire any of these two. Honestly, for me it would be enough to disable the sectopod. Hey, Rustic Charm, greetings. We don't have a war suit yet, because I simply didn't build any. There is a 71% chance of disabling it. But I could also just use stasis, which will have exactly the same effect. Now let's take a look at the other mech. Maybe we can take over the other mech. That would be nice as well.
Let's get it.
Rusticated, whom would you want to see in a war suit? Because we have more than enough materials to build one. So that's a 60% chance to take it over, which works for me. Let's go. Oh lord, really? That's unfortunate.
Can't get through.
Let us start by softening up the sectopod here.
Deflection! Could use some ammo over here.
Yeah, I do agree that you can certainly do that. Let's try to get rid of the heavy mech, shall we? Oh, we instantly kill the shield bearer, which is even better. Yep, worked like a charm.
That's how it's done. Whatever you say.
Okay, let me shortly look up if fuse takes an action. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Doesn't specifically say that it takes no action, so might as well do it next round, because I definitely want to use stasis this round on the sector pod.
Nothing gets through.
Alright, thanks for letting me know. I wasn't aware about that one.
Moving on target location. They've got eyes on me.
Wow, all of them are together here. That's interesting. A couple of chrysalids are just running around. That was unfortunate, 2 crits in a row. I was hoping that the beacon would stand a little bit longer.
They're shifting their attack!
The sniper, don't forget, even if it's flanked, he has the red suit, so he has quite some cover. Although his heavy position starts to be compromised. I can certainly agree on that. Alright. Current action ends the turn, so yes. That's unfortunately not what I was expecting. So let us move up.
I can handle that.
Chrysalid would also be nice, but I guess we're going with the Elite Lancer here for this turn.
Join me.
And yes, they are indeed lined up pretty well. We're going to abuse it. Just wait a second.
Affirmative. Moving out.
I can handle that. Going in for the kill.
First of all, let's position everyone.
On the move.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
So this here would be maximum damage. All of them would receive the poison damage, including the stun lancer.
Take this.
Also, it shreds the armor, so the sectopod has a little bit less tankiness. Let's get rid of the mech. Could kill the chrysalid. Not sure. No, that's definitely not worth it. Probably we're going to use Barack Obama's beacon. I want to get rid of the mech first here. Wow, really? One hit point?
Hard target. Minimal damage.
That sucks. Also need to think about this position up here is very exposed now that half of the tower is gone. And I want to get rid of the mech really bad. So yeah, that worked out.
That's right.
Let's position the token here into full cover. There's still one more pack going around and murdering all of the civilians, which is not
We're
optimal.
losing civilians left and right, Commander. We need to get these people out of here.
Still considered to be in full cover here. That's the tree is really a good cover. No. These two guys here are dead anyways, they will die next round. Chrysalid needs to die soon as well.
Position confirmed.
So let's see if this Elite Lancer can kill the Chrysalid. He certainly can. He certainly can. Elite Lancer is still probably going to die, so yeah, whatever. But let's shred the armor of the Sectopod and make sure that it dies afterwards.
Take the high road.
Just want to make sure that the shots are actually hitting. So here we go.
Got no ammo.
Small heal on Roby, just to make sure everyone's topped up.
Gonna need to reload soon.
We are missing the crits. If any of these guys would have critted, fucking Sectopod would already be dead. I mean, whatever.
Got it covered.
So yeah, that was a fight against 3 packs at once, and we had some really bad RNG. And certainly the last mechs are up here. We still have enough time left though. It's only 4 civilians that have died so far.
Sure thing.
I'm going.
problem, boss.
Rolling.
Let's reload. And even if he moves, we can still overwatch because he is ever vigilant.
It's killing time. Closing on target position now.
Overwatch. I'm on it.
I'm on it. Overwatch. Overwatch.
And there's the pack. Wow. Executed.
Not too
Did he
shabby.
just execute the mech?
Advent forces sighted.
That's nice.
That is not good.
Alright, I guess it was the last pack. We should still see two more faceless ones now. Oh, there's just one more chrysalid. Maybe even two. Maybe three. Maybe a fucking horde of them.
Good to go. Heading out. Go, you're safe. Go!
Moving. Seems doable.
Immune against fire.
Moving to designated position.
Ready
Come
to go.
get some. Got it covered. Come get some. Moving to Overwatch. I'm on it.
Wow, it's just here in the shadow of this tree.
Not a problem. Go on, get out of here.
Confirmed. Whatever you say.
Whatever you say.
Okay, so by moving here we triggered something, which tells me that this here is maybe a faceless one, or over here we do have one of the chrysalids. Comet music just started, which means we have something which is hidden on the map, but it's going to happen in the round of the aliens.
Got it covered. Affirmative, covering now.
There's something out there. They're underneath us.
So yeah, you can see she's moving first, so moving her here triggered the bird chrysalid. Comment from the chat, I feel like 2 Grenadiers is mandatory on every mission. I wouldn't necessarily say so. We have done a couple of, or the majority of missions with only 1 Grenadier. There had been a couple of ones where we used 2. But it's certainly not mandatory. It's good for AoE damage, that's for sure.
Why are you just standing around? Go!
But there are so many other options as well. You just need to kind of tailor your squad towards the needs, I would say. So for instance, we had a couple of good runs where we used double ranger, double specialist, and specifically against mechanical units. That worked out quite well.
Moving to Overwatch.
Yeah, the argument with the 100% chance to hit, I can certainly buy into that. I mean, no contradiction there. Definitely true. So early game Grenadiers do have a certain power spike, but that's the same as with XCOM 1, where your heavy was carrying your team in the early missions. The question's really, what are you going to do in the later missions? And I feel nearly all of the combinations that you could theoretically come up with are possible and worthwhile to run, as long as it contains one of each class.
On Overwatch. You hear that?
So we had a couple of missions where we really ran dual sniper as well, and it worked out pretty well. Last mission, for instance, we ran dual sniper, only one Grenadier, dual ranger. So yeah, I guess you can't generalize it. Early game, I do agree, they tend to be quite powerful.
Status confirmed. We've secured a civilian contact. Headed there now. I got you. You're safe.
I'm surprised about the low amounts
Multiple
of
civilian contacts have been secured.
faceless ones here. Let's just move the sniper up.
I can handle that. Come get some. Heading there now. Got it covered.
Scanning.
So I guess that will be one or two chrysalids charging at us.
Something in the ground here.
Yeah, I guess 2 Psi, 1 Sniper, 1 Grenadier, 2 Rangers works out well. Keep in mind the specialists are not as bad as one might think. So my personal favorite for a setup, and that's also how I want to run the last mission, is 2 Psi operatives and 1 of each class, because they really have some decent abilities to complement one another.
Deploying grapple. Okay.
So let us shortly reload.
Overwatch. Lock on
Overwatch.
Let's rock. Affirmative. Covering now. Overwatch.
Oh yeah.
Overwatch.
I don't know what the chrysalids are doing in here. I was under the assumption they wanted to kill most of the civilians, but it feels like they haven't been able to find them for whatever reason.
Absolutely.
No problem, boss. Scanning. Got it covered.
On Overwatch.
Scanning. I'm on it.
Scanning.
Possible hostile contact.
On my way.
On the move.
Got it covered. Affirmative.
Bring
Covering
it to
now.
Overwatch. Overwatch. Come get some. I'm on it. Shh. I think I heard something.
Alright, finally it triggered. I think chrysalids are not weak to fire, because you can do a Hellfire armor out of chrysalids, which protects you against poison, fire and others. Plus, it's 2 hit points, so I would suppose their chrysalid shell is protecting against all of these environmental effects.
Clear off the armor. By the numbers.
Look at that, finally, the faceless are coming out to play. That's also the reason why they haven't found any civilians, like the last civilians remaining here are only faceless ones. That's fun. Faceless ones at this moment in the game are no longer really problematic. They can't even reach you. Yep, and that's it.
Only the best. Menace 1-5, status confirmed. We're not picking up any additional contacts. The AO is clear. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
With the exception of one round where we had a little bit more of a struggle, everything else worked out quite well. Given that we only have two colonels in the group and everyone else was a quote-unquote newbie, I guess that was an okay result. And look at how badass the Psi operatives look. I really like the fact that they changed their hair color to white.
Is sure to be high after an operation like that. Great work, Commander.
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
You have done an outstanding job leading the Resistance, Commander.
So yeah, we just need to wait for the research now. No, we don't need to reduce the contact costs.
Setting course for South Africa.
Perfect. So let's take sustain because that's also really good. Another radio relay station, and if we would have enough intel, we could make the last contact.
Avenger plotting new course.
Let's just wait until the final research is done, so afterwards I think we can progress the storyline. Increases number of enemies on each mission for a month. That's not very nice. But protect the device is something that I couldn't be arsed to do. Destroy the device is pretty good. That is easy. And here's another hidden event. So that's just Elite Shield Bearer, Lancer, Officer, Trooper, one Gatekeeper, a little bit Mutants and Archons. So yeah, why not? Let's go here. We need intel anyways.
Course for the Arctic.
Before we go in, let's shortly take a look. It was 11. Alright. Sergeant, Lieutenant, Sergeant. We take her as Colonel. We still need a Grenadier. So she has 3 plasma grenades. Ah yeah, and before we forget about it, because Rusticated has asked for it so nicely, let's get into the proving grounds. I think you wanted to see a warsuit.
Sounds good, Commander. I'll let you know.
So yeah, that will finish also in 8 days. Alright, so let's give her 1 gas grenade, because there will be a lot of humanoids around. Rest is for cover removal. And yeah, that pretty much is it.
Ranger deployed.
We're in the pipe. 5x5.
A hidden alien communications relay in this area.
All right.